everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today it is that time again to tell you what cozy games I have been playing lately and give you my honest opinion whether these games are worth your time, play, pass, or maybe wait for a sale. I have 10 games today. I've actually been playing a lot of games lately, and you might be surprised on some of my recommendations and some games that I might tell you to skip. Anyway, let's get right to the games. The first game on the list is Sugardew Island. This game, yeah, you can already tell where I'm going with this. Sugardew Island is a cute little farm sim, but there's just not a lot to it. It is $16.99 on both the Switch and Steam. I believe there is a sale right now where you can get it for, I think, a couple dollars less. Sugardew Island is it's literally a farm sim. So you can plant crops around your farm, you can sell them in a store, you can explore a little bit, although the map is kind of on the smaller end. And all of that seems really fun until you start playing the game for a decent amount of time and you realize the game is just really, really shallow and there's just not a lot to do in it. So the big hook here is selling your products in a store. And I got to admit, the idea of that is really fun, but there's really no features to be had in this game. You are stationary in your store and you just have these little sprites that come in and buy your products. And sometimes they can say, well, I'm not sure if I want to buy this. And you can kind of convince them to buy it for a higher price or give them a discount so they easily buy it. Again, that even sounds cool, but it isn't great. So even though I think this game is a pretty fair price, I would probably skip this game. I would pass on this game just because I think there are better options out there. So I don't know. If you're someone who just really likes grindy games and literally just likes farming, because there's nothing else to this game. There's no fishing. There's relationship stuff, I guess, but I didn't even really get to that. Yeah, this one is a pass for me. I'm pretty confident with that. Next up is more so a tool than a game, and I am talking about Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. Now, I am new to this like co-working genre, but I think it's really taking off. And Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions is basically a focus tool to help you be productive. It's kind of a companion piece to whatever you're doing. So you can kind of have it running in the background while you're at work, just don't tell anyone, while you're playing other games, or just trying to be productive on your own time. So this game features the ability to customize your cozy virtual space, customize your character, even collect little spirits. So there is a game here, but it's more so just something to run in the background. There are task lists that you can check off to be more productive. There's timers. The game makes you take breaks. So it's very interesting. The reason why I wanted to bring it up though is because they now have a cozy kitchen expansion where they've added even more to this game, including new spirits to befriend, a fully customizable kitchen, new avatar items, new kitchen activities, and just so much more that is just added to this game. So if you were kind of on the fence of checking Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions out, there is now a brand new expansion, and it's Cozy Kitchen, man. Former chef here. Love this idea. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. This could literally improve your life. Check it out. The next game is a narrative game called AfterLove EP. Now, this released not too long ago, I think like a month ago at the time of this recording, and I actually played it on the Switch. It's available on Steam as well, and this is a narrative game about loss. So yeah, I guess if you're playing this, just kind of know what you're getting yourself into. It could be a trigger for some people dealing with death, but you basically follow this character named Rama. I just completed this, by the way. You follow as this character Rama, and you're kind of reconnecting with your friends after your girlfriend suddenly passes away. So you've been away from pretty much everyone for a year grieving. And yeah, you're just kind of reconnecting with your friends, trying to get your band back together. There are rhythm game elements to this. So if you like rhythm games, like, it's pretty good. As far as the story, because that's, you know, the thing that'll hook you into this game, I thought the story was pretty good. There were a lot of like loose end plot points, and a lot of the characters in this game were, I think, very unlikable, which is interesting for a game that, you know, is a narrative focused game. A lot of the characters were unlikable. One of the things I really like about this game though is you actually have a lot of decision making, and based on your decisions, the story will drastically change. So for example, there's a few love interests, and if you don't pick someone, something else happens. And if you pick someone, you might go on dates and separate things with them. I did really enjoy this game. It is $20. And even though I recommend this game, I think in this case, I would say wait on this one. I think waiting for maybe a sale, maybe half off or something like that. It is a really good game. It's actually one of the better games that I've played this year. I don't know though. There are a lot better narrative games out there, but this one's pretty solid. So if you are into the narrative games, kind of like losing yourself in stories, this one drags on a little bit too long, but it's still good. I recommend waiting on this one. The next game is called Cuisineer, and this is out on pretty much everything, Switch and PC at least. This is $29.99, and I'm just going to say it right here. Play this game. This is actually my favorite game that I've played this year. Cuisineer is a mixture. There's kind of like a whole lot going on. It's a lot like Moonlighter, which is another cozy game that mixes dungeon crawling and shop management. And that's exactly what you do in this game. So a lot of the game will have you play as this cute little cat girl character, and you'll be going through dungeons battling. There's a lot of battling. So if you don't like combat in your cozy games, this one might not be for you. But I have been so impressed with this game. It has pretty much everything I wanted. We talked about Sugardew Island before, having like a very boring shop, management type thing. The shop management in this is amazing. So you actually run a restaurant, and you'll have different types of customers that come into your restaurant. So you might have like older people who like walk really slow, or like kids who like walk really fast and they decide what they want instantly. So you have to make sure to cater to them really fast, or else they'll be unhappy and leave. There's also people that can steal from your restaurant. There's a lot going on in the restaurant part of things. Besides the dungeons and the restaurant though, there's actually a lively town with a ton of events every season. The graphics on this look amazing as well. And I love all the seasonal events where you can collect special seasonal items. I love this game. If you have any desire to play this type of game from what I just described, definitely play it. I would say play all day, but you might want to wait for a sale. It is a $30 game, but I think it is worth every penny. The next game is Grimoire Groves, which is a game that I've actually been looking forward to playing for a very long time. I think when I first played this game, it was like 2 years ago at a PAX East convention. Let's just get this over with, man. This game looks amazing. This literally looks like Adventure Time mixed with like Cult of the Lamb, like a beautiful acid trip. I wouldn't know. But anyway, Grimoire Groves. It's kind of a confusing game. This is my only, real bad thing about it. I haven't put in a ton of time with this, but from what I played, I feel like the game doesn't give you enough direction on what you're supposed to be doing. You kind of just play as this girl who like runs around and like plants things, and there's like different missions and like, I don't know, there's like side quests and things. So I'm really torn on this one. I love the way it looks, and I think I was having fun, but it was just confusing as to what the point of the game was, really, So I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass on Grimoire Groves just because from what I played, there's nothing in it that's really wanting me to go back, So I think for that reason, pass. If you are interested in the visual style and the idea of like running around these colorful worlds and, planting things and maybe battling, I don't even know what's going on, you might want to look up some more reviews and possibly wait for a sale. But I think at this time, Grimoire Groves is unfortunately a pass for me. The next game is an adorable one, and this game is called Bookbound. And I originally played the Next Fest demo of this game and kind of fell in love with the premise. So basically, it is a little kind of pixel art game. Really reminds me of like the Game Boy Advance era. And I love that visual style. I think it's super nostalgic. And you basically own a bookstore. And that's kind of it. You can decorate your bookstore. You can sell a bunch of books. There's shopkeeping management elements of this game too. You actually have to like give change to the people that buy the books. There are a bunch of different genres of books. You can create your own books. There's a lot of items to help decorate your bookstore. I think this one is very charming. Now I will say it is a short and sweet type thing. Like, not necessarily the length that you can play this game, but there's not a whole lot to it, but it's also only $6.99. So it's kind of like a bite-sized cozy game to maybe play in between bigger cozy games. I would definitely recommend playing this one. I don't think you have to wait for an even lower sale. And at $7, I think if you have any interest in this sort of shopkeeping management type game, I think it's worth a play. I kind of think it's a no-brainer. I really like how you can go outside of your bookstore and like recruit other customers to like come in. And there's even like little elements where you're in your bookstore and you have to help certain customers find where books are. This one's adorable. I like Bookbound a lot, and you should definitely play it. Now, this next one I wanted to include. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but from what I did play, I liked it. I think it was cool. So this game is called Tales of Autumn. It recently came out on the Nintendo Switch. It's been on Steam for a little bit with positive reviews. Now, this game originally is $12.99, but it is on sale for the low price of $2.99 at the time of this recording. And I think that sale lasts for like a pretty long time. Tales of Autumn, is another one of these sort of GBA style graphical cozy games where it's like very minimal pixel art. But I've been pretty impressed with what I've played so far. So this game has you farming and doing all the cozy stuff, but there's also a big emphasis on ranching and collecting different animals and creatures as well. So like not all the animals make sense in this. Some are like fictional fantasy creatures. There are different events and seasons. And I feel like at $2.99, man, how can you pass that up? It's solid enough where I would definitely recommend it. It's a little rough around the edges. You know, you can definitely tell it's like a smaller scale indie game. But I think if you're looking for a perfect game to play handheld on your Switch, this one's kind of a no-brainer. So I'm going to say play. I've only played this one for a little over an hour. And from what I played, I was kind of impressed, especially for that low price. At $12.99, I would definitely recommend to wait or skip. But for $3, go play Tales of Autumn. The next game on the list is 2 Point Museum, which recently came out for PC only, I believe. It might be on some of the other consoles, but it's not on Switch, unfortunately, which is really strange because this is the third 2 Point game, at least the third one I know of. They also have 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, and these are like tycoon management type games, you know? Think like Zoo Tycoon or Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like these are your simulation tycoon type games. And I've never played one of these games before until 2 Point Museum came out. And I have been so impressed with this game so far. I love these management sim type games. And I really like the idea of managing a museum. I think that's really cool. So in 2 Point Museum, you have several museums that you can take control of in the game. And it's really cool because you can have your employees go on expeditions to bring artifacts back, and you can set up those artifacts they bring back to put in place in your museum for exhibits. I think that's really cool. You also have to manage like different employees, and you have to manage, increasing people's interest, and you could decorate your museum. There's just a lot going on in this. Now, I will say this game, I feel like is a premium price at $30, and I would still recommend playing it. If you have interest in these type of tycoon games, I would definitely play this one. I feel like this is currently the cream of the crop in terms of these tycoon management games. Even at that $30 price tag, this is a recommend for me. I'm really impressed with this game. And honestly, it's making me want to go back to try some of the other 2 Point games, mainly 2 Point Campus, because I feel like that would just be a nightmare. So yeah, definitely play this one. I've been having a lot of fun with it. The next game is Hello Kitty Island Adventure. This game came out earlier this year, and a lot of people were excited about this one. You can buy it for either $40 US, or there is a deluxe edition and physical version for $59.99. I think the deluxe version comes with like a few items and kind of helps you play the game faster, like kind of gives you more items. Yeah, I played this game for, I believe, a little over 20-ish hours, and I don't really know about this game. I think it does have some fun. There is some fun to be had, especially if you do like Animal Crossing. It is very Animal Crossing-esque to a point. But yeah, you'll be doing just a bunch of fetch quests for a lot of the Sanrio characters in the world. So you'll be doing some quests like giving people things. There's also like mini dungeons in the game, and there's a lot of fun activities and different events that update in real time. Like there was a Valentine's Day event, there was a New Year event. So I think that will have a lot of players coming back. Now, I kind of fell off the game. I just feel like there's only so much you can do in that game, and the things that you can do in that game just didn't really appeal to me after a while. There's a big emphasis on interior decorating and building homes for these villagers that visit your island. So I think that's really cool. The map is actually a really big size, and if you do like exploring maps, this game is definitely good for that. Like I remember exploring this map and continuously finding things that I was surprised with. There's also a lot of cute animals, and you can design your character and change your character at any time. There's a bunch of different species that you can choose between. So I feel like there's a lot here. I don't necessarily recommend the deluxe edition for $60. I think that is a little bit too much for what this game has to offer, but I think there is a lot of game here. So yeah, I mean, I would recommend playing this one or maybe waiting for a deeper sale. But if you do like Animal Crossing and you do like these kind of cutesy simulation slice of life games, this one could be good for you. Just kind of know what you're getting into. You can't really decorate outside. It's more interior decorating. It's more fixed. It does feel mobily, but it's pretty fun. So there you go. Those are the 10 cozy games that I have been playing lately and my opinions on each of them. Let me know in the comments, did I get any of these wrong? Are you gonna fight for certain games that I said pass to? Also, what are you playing? Leave that in the comment section below and let me know if I should play or pass on the games you are playing. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.